The non-aligned movement has condemned the violation of Iranian airspace by a U.S. drone. The coordinating bureau of the movement, also known as NAM, has slammed the U.S. incursion in a statement. The bloc, which consists of 120 member states, says the violation contravenes all universally accepted existing international norms related to the sovereignty of airspace of countries. Iran's armed forces downed the intruding U.S. spy drone back in December. It was flying 250 kilometers deep inside Iranian territory when it was intercepted. Now, joining us on the line from Washington to discuss this further is a former CIA analyst, Philip Giraldi. Many thanks for joining us here on Press TV, sir. Now, a condemnation of this kind from 120 member states is quite significant now, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I mean, it's one thing to have an accidental incident in which an airplane or something flies into someone's airspace, but it's quite something different to have a deliberate policy of flying into the airspace of another country to carry, in this case, to carry espionage.
Right, now speaking of this deliberate policy, it's not just Iran where this has happened. The U.S. sends its drones to Pakistan and Somalia, where people have been bombarded by these drones. Do you think that this condemnation is going to go far enough to sort of put pressure on the U.S. to end its drone incursions into other countries' airspaces?
No, I don't think it will have any effect at all. I think this is because the Obama administration has decided that this is a way of conducting what one might describe as low-intensity warfare, where you're using the drones instead of sending soldiers in to do these sorts of things. So it's a different kind of war. That's exactly what it is, and that's what makes it so dangerous.
But the violation of the airspace of Iran, as NAM has put it, contravenes all universally accepted existing international norms relating to the sovereignty of airspace of countries, as you pointed out, is an act of war now, isn't it?
Yes, it is. If as I say, it's not accidental or just incidental, this is something that's a sustained and a defined policy by the United States government. And I would think that the consensus of the world community is that this is something that amounts to an act of war, yes.
And do you see the stance that Iran has taken as far as the violation of its airspace goes, setting a precedence for other countries in regards to standing up to such violations of their own airspaces?
Yes, I certainly think it does set a precedent, but you have to realize that in many parts of the world where the U.S. is doing this, it's with countries where they don't have the capability either to bring down these drones or even to detect them when they approach. So it's kind of a rich man, poor man war where the United States is able to do this with countries that don't have no way to resist it.
All right, we're going to have to leave it there. That was former CIA analyst Philip Giraldi joining us there on the line from Washington. Mr. Giraldi, many thanks for your insight here on Press TV.